artifact everybody's been talking about.
If you're his hollow, does that make you the same as Mare?
I'll thank you not to mention that vile name in my presence. Just the sound of it grates on my ears. In any event, while I was fortunate enough to recover the data in time, the Demi-Grendel assembly line I labored over is entirely ruined now.
Demi-Grendel?
Is that what you call those shadow monsters?
Yes, you can think of them as unsuccessful Grendels. They can't compare with the genuine article, but they suffice as foot soldiers. I went to great pains putting that system together, which makes you destroying it all the more galling.
So that's what the big old sucker was for.
To be more precise, I was using the Black Aurora as a conduit to borrow processing capacity from Edith's orbital network. That other obnoxious excuse for a hollow could never have achieved something this complex on her own. I trust it's clear which of us is more capable. Not to mention, elegant.
Where did you get the power to pull this off?
Swin?
Excuse me? All of this was my own doing. I call bunk on that. You swiped that power from a little girl, one we happen to know very well.
This girl you're referring to, could it be?
It's all starting to come together. She was a key player in sorting out that whole retributive tower business, right?
Oh yeah, I heard about that from the professor.
So all of us are on the same page. I'll cut right to the chase then. Lapis has fallen into a coma.
She has?
We just found her one day, all cold and lifeless, like a doll. It was as if an important part of her had been stolen away. You would accuse me of robbing power from a doll? Ludicrous. The evidence doesn't lie. All those computational sources you used, the Elysium code was one of them. Elysium.
Nadia analyzed the data while we were fending off your minions. It's true that Elysium's core systems were wiped out without a trace. But the programming language used to build it, the Elysium code, survived. Thing is, it can't be found on the Orbitalnet, and our friend's the only one who can operate it.
Yeah. So if you manage to use the code, that makes you a dirty thief. I am Carmine Altera, a one-of-a-kind hollow of splendor and dignity. Say what you will, this power came from me and me alone. Huh? But that would mean...
There's obviously a connection here, but maybe our initial assumption was off.
Enough of this! Just talking with you people has me on my last nerve. I'm done here. Wait!
Nadia!
That's...
The Grendel Zolga!
I like the look of this one.
Out of the way! We've still got questions for her.
No!
Crap!
Swin. Nadia.
Turning tail, huh? And here I was hoping to beat a few answers out of them myself. Well, whatever. That's all the charity you're getting from me. Later, chumps.
Never thought I'd see the day he lent me a hand instead of balling it up into a fist.
I apologize. It was our choice to accept help from a member of the Society.
Hey, you know what they say, all's well that ends well. Would have been dicier if I went at it alone. That Crimson Grendel's no joke, though. Makes my skin crawl like nothing I've ever seen.
We've rooted out the source of the network disruptions and foiled a hostile plot, if only for a time. Our work is complete. At least, as far as the request is concerned.
No complaints here. That wraps up another 4 SPG. I'd say we're doing pretty well at the substitute Spriggan thing.
Right? Not to toot my own horn, but I really pulled out the stops this time. Plus, now we finally have a lead on what we've been looking for.
Yeah. All that's left is to follow it.
You said it! We got this, S!
They sure make a dependable duo, huh?
That they do. Job well done, both of you.
Closed the books on another case.
Can't complain with that.
Oh, please, that was nothing.
The girl from paradise.
Welcome to paradise.
This was paradise, and within paradise lived a little girl, as well as other children around her age. The other children were always toiling away at their work, yet the girl was never asked to do anything at all.
Let me give you a useful tip. Always be sure to say, "It would be my pleasure." Saying sorry just makes them want to hurt you more.
They taught her all she needed to know about their work, but she knew she would never have to apply the knowledge given to her.
So don't worry about me. You just focus on being happy like you always are. You're our princess, and you're really, really important to us. We're all here to protect you, and that's why we make it so you don't need to see a thing.
But over time, the children began to disappear, one after another after another. In the end, the only other remaining child also disappeared, and the girl had to go to work for the very first time.
You've been nominated. Just do what you usually do.
What I usually do? That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me!
They made the girl drink the water of life, like they did with all the other children before her.
What's happening?
What are you going to be today? A sweet doll? A cool boy? Come on over here.
It would be my pleasure.
That was the girl's response, a response that had become routine. That was paradise.
All of them have gone.